The growth story of the young sapling in the green courtyard in the yard of my grandma's house. There is a small sapling. Everyone calls it green when it was first planted. It was only as tall as the knees, with thin branches and a few tender green leaves on top, like a shy little baby. Every day it tried hard to absorb the sunlight and rain, hoping to grow taller quickly. Grandma waters it every day and also sets up a small wooden stick beside it, fearing that the wind might blow it over. That early morning, LV had just been moistened by the morning dew until its leaves shone when it heard a rustling sound. It was the chirping of a little sparrow that had just flown out of its nest. It wanted to find a safe place to build a new nest, but the big tree in the yard was too tall for it to fly up. Green quickly shook its slender branches and shouted to Shoo Shoo, Shoo Shoo, come to me. Though my branches are thin, they can help you keep out the wind. Shoo Shoo flew around LV twice and landed on the thickest branch, picking up dry grass and feathers, and slowly built up a small nest. After setting it up, Juju flapped her wings at LV and said, "Thank you, LV. Your branches are even more stable than I thought. From now on, this place will be my home." Day by day passed, and LV gradually changed its appearance. Its branches grew thicker, reaching as tall as Grandma's waist. Its tender green leaves turned dark green, and many new branches sprouted. When the wind blew, the leaves rustled, as if singing a happy song. In the morning, after Grandma finished washing the clothes, she found that there were enough clotheslines, and there was no place to hang the freshly washed handkerchiefs. When LV saw this, she quickly stretched out the smoothest branch in front of her grandma, as if saying, "Grandma, hang it with me." Grandma smiled and tied the small handkerchief to the branch. The handkerchief gently fluttered in the wind, as if she had tied a colorful little scarf for LV. Grandma touched the green branch and said, "Green is so sensible. Now you can even help Grandma with the work." At noon, the sun was scorching hot. My neighbor's little brother, Dodo, came to play in the yard. After running for a while, he was sweating profusely and wanted to find a cool place to rest for a while. Green quickly spread out its thick leaves and built a green little pergola for Dodo. "Dodo, come and rest under me for a while. Leaves can block the sun." Dudu ran under LV. Sure enough, it was much cooler. She also picked up a small stone that had fallen on the ground and drew a big smiling face at the base of LV. LV, your awning is even more comfortable than Grandma's bamboo chair. In the afternoon, a few small green fruits suddenly sprouted on the green branches. They were sweet little crabapple fruits. Little squirrel Lely jumped down from the courtyard wall. When it saw the fruit, its eyes lit up, but it couldn't reach it, so it had to circle around LV. LV quickly drooped the fruit-bearing branches and said, "Lely, don't worry. Pick them slowly." Lely stood on tiptoe, picked a fruit, took a bite, and the sweet juice spread in its mouth. It quickly picked 2 more, put them in its arms, and shook its big tail at LV. Thank you, LV. Your fruit is sweeter than the pine cones I found. In the evening, dark clouds suddenly rose from the sky, and it began to drizzle. The little snail that had just been playing in the yard slowly had nowhere to take shelter from the rain, and its shell was all covered with mud and water. LV quickly let a large leaf hang down and cover slowly above, as if opening a green umbrella. Slowly hiding under the leaves, slowly stretching out its antennae. It waved at Green and said, "Thank you, Green. Your leaves are just like little umbrellas. Not a drop of rain can get on me." The setting sun dyed the yard an orange-red. Standing in the center of the yard, LV watched her companions. Juju was singing in the nest. Dodo was playing with pebbles under the pergola, and Lely was running away with fruits in her arms, slowly resting under the leaves. Her heart felt warm. Suddenly it felt that from a tiny seedling to one that could provide shade-hang things and bear fruit, it was not only for its own growth, but also to help the little birds build nests, dry handkerchiefs for its grandma, shield Dudu from the sun, and share fruits with Lely. It was much happier than standing alone in the yard. It turns out that a tiny sapling, as long as it grows hard, can become a little guard in the yard, bringing warmth and joy to everyone. When the moon rose, LV was still standing quietly. The deep green leaves swayed gently in the moonlight, as if guarding every little life in the yard. The courtyard was quiet, with only the rustling sound of the leaves in the wind. Because of LV, this small courtyard became more and more lively and warm. Such days were sweeter than the sweet crabbable fruits and more beautiful than the thick leaves.